been about a week since my last video, and I'm currently in Gili Islands, in a lovely place with my dad and sister. It's been a lot of settling in, a big adjustment, obviously being in new surroundings and different environment completely, from the insects to the people to the heat to everything.
Morning too.
Meeting family has been what I expected, actually. Obviously, it's been a year since I've seen Dad and 2 years since I've seen Millie, my sister. And you grow a lot as a person in that time, and they have too. So there is an adjustment period where you're sort of getting to grips with how much the person has developed and grown as a person in confidence. We've all had experiences, and it's an opportunity to learn and develop ourselves. But all in all, it's been amazing. It's like having home, but in this amazing environment. I think the main word to describe it is just surreal. There's such a mixture of emotions, whether that's feeling scared, feeling that you've left something behind in regards to, I don't know, a relationship, friends, family, not knowing what you're going to come back to, what's to come, whether money will reach as far as you think it may, and then obviously the happiness of being in this alternate universe in a way. It's very surreal, but I don't think you get time to feel any of the negative feelings in a way, because there is such a warmth and infinite feeling when you're in the place that you've been dreaming about for so long, and everything just feels right. Something that has been playing on my mind has been the idea of settling. Obviously, as a backpacker, you're never really settling. Where you are is your home, and it is something to get used to, but settling is definitely something that I'm going to have to learn along the way. Like I mentioned earlier about leaving people and leaving the life that you had before, it is definitely something that plays on your mind a lot, especially on your journey away. You have a lot to think about in that time, and I think the best thing to do is look at it as a positive. You're going to go off and experience these amazing things, and people that really care about you and want to know what you're up to will keep in contact, and the people that don't, do you really want to have them in your life? It's sort of an opportunity to sift through your old life and make way for a better path. I think my main tips would be just to take in your surroundings, The time that you have is pretty much limitless, depending on your plans, but as far as day to day, hour to hour, you do what your body is calling for, whether that's eating, sleeping, exercising, anything. So it's an opportunity to just sit down and take in your surroundings. There's so much life happening around you, and it's a good time to just gather your thoughts and check in with yourself in a way. Another thing is, obviously I don't have any experience as far as countries. My dad is probably the person to head to for that, but I found in Bali that you do have to get used to sticking up for yourself whilst being polite, if that makes sense. As a tourist to the locals, you're their opportunity to make some money and for them to make money to survive. Bargaining and knowing when something isn't quite right is obviously something that you learn, but as long as you know what prices are of things, I have an app on my phone which just is easy to translate offline. Maybe learn in the language how to say no thank you, and more than likely they will understand and back off in a way. As someone with very pale skin, it is almost like Mozzie's to the moon. It's part of the culture that as a very pale person I have money. So a tip to you would maybe just prepare yourself mentally, or get a tan. My final tip would probably be learning from experience to not get caught up in goodbyes. In my last, I'd say, month leading up to my flight, I did spend time with the people that I loved and went for meals and went for nights out, spent quality time at home with my mum. But when it comes to the actual goodbyes, for me anyway, it worked to treat it like you're going to see them tomorrow. Time in a way stands still at home, and you'll find when you do go back, obviously things have changed, but people in a way are the same, and the people that you love are always going to be there, and you're always going to have that connection, so it's really nothing to worry about. Oh, the sun's come out. There you are. Thank you for watching. I hope I made sense. I realised that in my last video it is very jumpy. As I mentioned, I do have anxiety. I also have dyslexia, which makes it hard to verbalise what I'm thinking sometimes, so bear with me. Hopefully it's another skill that I can learn and improve on. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Bye!